What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We have got another one to get into today. And this one has the internet fired up in a way that I genuinely did not see coming when the night started. So tonight was the first round of the NBA draft. And in the middle of all the coverage and excitement surrounding the picks and the prospects, there was an interaction between Richard Jefferson and Jay Williams that completely stole the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. And right now, people across social media are losing their minds over what was said. And honestly, once you hear it, you are going to understand exactly why the reaction has been this intense. Now, if you know Richard Jefferson at all, you already know the man has always had a dark sense of humor. That is not new. That has been part of his personality and his public persona for years, going back to his playing days. He has never been the type to shy away from an edgy joke or an uncomfortable comment. And for the most part, the people have accepted that as just who he is. His co-workers know it, the audience knows it, and it has rarely caused him any serious trouble in the media space. But tonight feels genuinely different from anything he has done before, and the reaction online is reflecting exactly that. Here is the background you need before we get into what was actually said, because the words speak for themselves, and the reaction you're about to see online is going to tell you everything you need to know about whether Richard Jefferson crossed a line that should not have been crossed. Take a listen to this and then come right back, because we're going to break down every angle of this situation and talk about whether Jefferson owes Jay Williams a public apology after what went down on live television tonight in front of the entire NBA world.
So we saw some. Where were you?
You got them diamond earrings.
I did. I know.
Got some diamond earrings.
Hey, that mustache was elite. How old were you with that mustache?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I was saying the mustache.
It wasn't an elite stash.
I've never seen a 20-year-old with a stash like that.
What the conversation? Because where were you?
I was hanging out with my family. I was having a good time.
You didn't want to come?
I knew I was going to be a lottery pick, so I just decided just to hang out.
I forgot 13 is lottery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, why such a big ovation for you? Was there something? That crowd was loud.
Chicago, I don't know. Well, most of the people that went to Duke are from New Jersey, New York. So,
well, they also didn't see the future coming, so they were cheering kind of for him. Sorry, I apologize.
Wow. Hey, listen.
Wow.
The guy was a unbelievable talent.
He was okay in college. He was okay. He was okay.
And his career trajectory would have been a lot different if he didn't like motorcycles.
Yes, that's on record. I wrote a book about it. Yes. I try to beat everybody to the punch.
Yeah. I guess everybody that goes to Duke isn't that smart. Wait, he wrote a book about it. I'm agreeing with him.
If you can't be that smart if you write a book. But anyway.
Now, the internet is not exactly unified on this one. And that is actually what makes the whole situation so interesting to unpack. Because when you scroll through the comments and the quote tweets and the reaction videos that have been flooding every platform since this clip started circulating, you are seeing two very distinct camps forming in real time, and both of them argue worth hearing before you make up your mind about where you stand. On one side, you have the people who are firmly in Richard Jefferson's corner on this. Their position is straightforward and they are not backing down from it. They will tell you that this is just who Richard Jefferson is, that this has always been who Richard Jefferson is, and that anybody who has watched him for more than 5 minutes already knows that. He jokes, he pushes boundaries, he says things that make people uncomfortable and then laughs about it, and the people around him generally understand the spirit in which those comments are being delivered. They argue that Jay Williams himself knows RJ, that they exist in the same professional circles, that this was not some stranger taking a shot at a painful chapter of someone's life, but rather a colleague operating within the kind of dynamic that people who work closely together develop over time. To these people, the outrage is overblown, the sensitivity dial has been turned up too high, and everybody needs to take a breath before they cancel somebody over a joke that was not meant with any genuine malice behind it. But then you have the other side, and honestly, their argument carries just as much weight when you really sit with it. These are the people saying that there are certain things in a person's life that simply do not become material for jokes, regardless of how well you know them, regardless of how long ago the incident happened, and regardless of what the atmosphere in the room feels like in the moment. And Jay Williams' motorcycle accident sits firmly in that category for a lot of people. Because this was not a minor setback. This was not a rough patch that he pushed through and moved on from cleanly. This was a catastrophic, life-altering, career-ending accident that stripped away what could have been one of the most promising NBA careers of his generation before it ever had a real chance to breathe. The what-ifs surrounding Jay Williams are genuinely painful to think about. Second overall pick, enormous potential, a future that looked limitless from the outside. And then one decision, one moment of not following the rules that were in place specifically to protect him, and all of it was gone. That is not punchline territory. That is not the kind of wound that fully closes, no matter how many years pass or how successfully someone rebuilds their life afterward. And Jay Williams has impressively rebuilt his life. He has carved out a real and respected presence as an analyst. His work at ESPN has been genuinely good. He has been open about his journey in ways that have connected with a lot of people who respect his honesty and his resilience. But none of that erases the fact that when someone makes a joke about the accident, they are poking directly at the most painful part of his story, the part he has to carry with him every single day, the part that comes with a permanent weight attached to it that does not get lighter just because time has passed. So where does that leave us? Foul or fair? Did Richard Jefferson cross a line that a man with his experience in this industry should have known better than to cross? Or is this just RJ being RJ, and people are reading too much into a dark joke from a guy who has always operated this way? I genuinely want to know where you all land on this one, because the comments on this clip are already going in every direction imaginable. Drop your thoughts below and let me know exactly what you think, because this conversation is far from over, and everybody seems to have a strong opinion about it tonight.